Graphic design trends this year. There are a handful of them influenced by NFTs and Web3, a move away from minimalism, unless it's retro, and other trends that you might want to hop on. I'm going to go through each of these in this video using my favorite online design tool, Adobe Express. Trends coming right up. I'm Phil Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I promise practical advice to build your brand. For this video, I'm giving you a quick rundown of graphic design trends this year, and I'll do so in Adobe Express, my go-to browser-based design tool, also a mobile app. This app, Adobe Express, can help you create standout content in minutes from thousands of beautiful templates. I'm a proud global Adobe Express ambassador, and I love how many of these trends I can spot right in Adobe Express looking at their template gallery. They know what's in, and you're about to know too. Let me hop over to my computer now, and I'll share the first trend. Starting with the first trend, I think you'll agree with me that there is a lot of 3D design popping up online. We're seeing this in typography, we're seeing this with shapes and geometric. You'll see some examples here in a second. This is definitely has some influence from NFTs and things happening on the internet in terms of what's trending. Right away here in Adobe Express, I'm going to go to 3D. I'm just going to type that in as a keyword, and I'll start with 3D design. You see, you've got some options here. Let's go ahead and look at some templates that give some idea of what is trending right now in terms of 3D design. Have a look at this shape here, which is an example of like a poster that you could start with as a template. As we scroll through here, you're seeing geometric, you're seeing some really interesting styling in typography. There are a lot of great typography different options here in Adobe Express. We're seeing lots of 3D design, that's for sure. Here's an example of a poster, or it could be a logo that you could start with. This is a template that I just found quickly here in Adobe Express. I'll link to this in the description below, but you're seeing some 3D text here, which is awesome. And if I want to adjust that, change it, you would just edit, you would ungroup, you would just edit, and have a look at some of the great suggestions for typography here in Express. One more example. I love this little poster design. You're seeing here this use of shapes to really create a unique style. Certainly 3D is trending. That is one absolute trend that we're spotting online in terms of graphic design. Moving right along to our next trend, I am noticing that logos, many logos, not all, but many are being simplified. Now, my favorite resource for seeing what's happening with companies and popular rebrands is called Brand New. This is such an awesome website. I'll link to it in the description below, but I'd love to keep a pulse on what's happening in the design world. Some of your favorite products and services, have a look at Toblerone, which is such a delicious chocolate bar, by the way. Have a look. They are simplifying. You can see from this icon and text that we all know, just straight to text. As we scroll down here, we can see a few more examples. World Baseball Classic, simplified, flattened there. Even this, macaroni and cheese, just mac and cheese, all in the same typography. So again, not in every example, not every brand is going to follow the trend that's hot right now, but certainly some will. And this act of simplifying your logo, like in this example right here, Temenos is, I think, how you pronounce it. Trying to simplify things, right? There's a lot of information online, so how you can grab someone's attention really quick and have a unifying brand. Hopping over to Express, how can you take this information and do something useful with it? Well, here, when you go to create a new project, one of those project types is logo, which I'll go ahead and click on. Now, this is what we would click on if we wanted to start from scratch, but know that over here on the left, under templates, we've already selected logos, so you're gonna see some awesome options to start with, filtered by different types. So it could be business, could be grouped by restaurants, fashion, beauty, music, etc. You've also got unique logo styles here, like monograms. Let's say it's your first and last initial, or it could be a badge. You've got many other logo templates here at this particular moment in time, over 1,500. So what I would recommend doing is finding one in a style that you like. Here's one. I'll choose one. I love this one. The White Lotus is the brand that it starts by default, but you could go ahead, ungroup these elements, and start to actually play around with your own brand name here and explore different typography. And moving right along to our third trend that I think is probably something you've spotted online before. I'm going to search it right now, and that is gradient. Let's go ahead and click enter and see what comes up for us in terms of templates that we can start from. Notice that a lot of these styles have something in common. They're brighter, more pastel, almost like a dream-like vibe to them. This is a great example. I'll go ahead and click on this. This is certainly a style that we're seeing pop up on Instagram, across social media, with some interesting textures like this. This is almost combines like a little speckle or glitter texture with this really nice gradient. Adobe Express has a ton of amazing options for gradient. I'm going to go ahead and filter by photos. So these are actually photos, almost 1 million results from Adobe stock that you have the ability to use here. You can go ahead and drag these into place as, for example, the background. I might just have to reorder some of the layers here. You can see right away I'm doing that, stretching it as the background, and that totally changes the look and feel right away. Gradient is absolutely on the rise. We are seeing this all across different textures, metallics and pastels. Have some fun with them. Okay, one more style or trend that I want to point out to you, which is absolutely accessible here for you in Adobe Express. Can you guess what it's going to be? It is going to be retro styling. Again, we'll just select that as a keyword, and that's going to go ahead and bring up lots of great designs here, templates that we can start from depending on what we're designing. So you'll see here some application typography. This is obviously a very retro style of typography, actually combining one of the trends earlier, which is 3D. So you can have a little look here and see, honestly, as a starting point, just to get some ideas, this is absolutely retro and awesome. What makes it retro? In this case, it would be the use of color and the use of texture. So it almost has like a 70s vibe to it with the color choices. Remember that a lot of the elements here in Adobe Express, you can click, you can then adjust and actually change the style completely in a single click, depending on what you're going for. I always find that starting from a template makes your life so much easier. It allows you to focus on finessing the design in about half or more of the time, like literally a fraction of the time, versus having to come up with a design yourself. Finessing with color and typography, that's really the fun part. Popping in your own text here to envision how it's going to look. Playing with the typography here, you've got so many awesome options. And best of all, for me, and it could be for you, I've got my own brand set up here in Adobe Express, which means that in a single click, I can apply my colors, my branding elements. So for example, here, you'll notice these are my fonts, my branded fonts right up top. I could go ahead and select those and have some fun with applying my own brand, but still coming up with an original design. So retro is definitely in. Experiment with that if you're looking to create some design, some posters, some application on social media. There you go, a few trends that I am spotting that you can jump on in Adobe Express. There you go, graphic design trends this year highlighted in Adobe Express. Thank you, Adobe, for always being a wonderful sponsor. I'm a very proud ambassador for this platform, and I know you're going to love it. Check out Adobe Express, linked in the description below. And if you've got any lingering questions, comment below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. I respond to those personally. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you. And subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Next, I'm sharing a few videos that I think you'll be interested in. I'm Pallen. Thanks for watching. Those videos are coming up next.